Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So it's been a long time since we met. This video is all about why I switched it to the iPhone 11, not the 12, a year-old phone, but I upgraded from OnePlus 8, which is an Android device, to an iOS. So what are the pros and cons of using, like, coming from Android to iPhone? And also, speaking of convenience, using an iPhone and a MacBook is best of both worlds. So have you ever heard of the word ecosystem? So probably if you don't know, let's ask Siri. Hey Siri, what is ecosystem?
An ecosystem is a community of living organisms in conjunction with the non-living components of their environment, interacting as a system. Want to hear more?
No, thanks. Speaking of ecosystem, the creators in the ecosystem respire between each other. So I have two devices, one is my iPhone and my MacBook. So let's get started. So speaking of iPhone 11 specifications, we have 4 gigs of RAM, A13 Bionic chip, and also 3110 mAh battery, and at last 6.1 inch IPS LCD display. They call it liquid retina, but yeah, it's a LCD display. No blacks, no punchy black colors.
Then coming to the build and design of the phone, they gave us with a glass handles design, which is a fingerprint magnet, and they also provide us with the dual firing speakers, which is common these days. And the best part here is both of the speakers sounds the same. So as I told you earlier, the display is like a little childish comparing with the OnePlus 8 which I used earlier. Coming to the most exciting part of the game, the cameras. This thing is equipped with two 12 megapixel sensors. They both are same as such in daylight, but there is a noticeable difference in the image quality during nights. This is because of the difference in the aperture of the lenses. And now let's take a look at the camera samples which I took with this phone. So this photo has a good dynamic range and has a natural depth of field. This photo has a ton amount of details and has a great bokeh in it. Speaking of portrait shots, iPhone can take 6 different types of portrait shots. One is natural light, studio light, contour light, stage light mono, and high key light mono. This thing nails in everything. Like, take a look at this portrait shot. It has natural depth of field and has good edge detection. And also this stage light mono looks amazing and has a great amount of detail in it. And this was also a stage light and this looks great, you know. So this is the slow motion which I took out of this phone. So enjoy the visuals. I don't have nothing much to say about it. And this is also one of the time lapse which I took out of this phone. So coming to the front camera, it can shoot videos up to 4K 60 fps and also slow-mos, which is known as slow-fies. And for photos, take a look at this photo. This was taken under the bright sunlight. It has the right exposure and also details all over the photo. It also have the 6 different types of portraits built into it, but it is not as good as a rear camera in edge detection. So coming back to the back cameras, both cameras can shoot up to 4K 60 fps. And if you like stabilized video, you have to take in the ultra wide. But there is a catch. It has a narrow aperture, so it will look worse during night. So for a quick comparison, I took a photo with my OnePlus 8. The iPhone tends to have colors which is true to life, but detail wise OnePlus wins thanks to the 48 megapixel sensor on the OnePlus. Night mode is another feature we should definitely talk about. Every camera algorithm performs its own way. Take Google for instance, they tend to make night as daytime in most of the scenarios. But iPhone on the other hand keeps the night as it is and gives a nighttime photography. Like night photography is available only for the wide, not for the ultra wide lenses. If there is a single light source in the composition, it can actually take really good detailed photos compared to the other phones. Did you know that Apple supports night mode in WhatsApp? Yeah, you can use it by just clicking the moon icon at the top. Side note, it is available only during night. So, speaking of performance, Apple is a bit more ahead of the competition. When the phone launched, it is way higher than the counterparts. But the thing is, the 2-year-old smartphone is also faster than the counterparts. To see how powerful it is, iPhone always shoots two 4K videos at the same time. One is with more exposure and another with less exposure, so that the outcome will be great and will have a lot of dynamic range. So now we enter into the ecosystem. Things are about to change. The first feature we have today is AirDrop. It's as easy as a piece of plum cake. So it is fast, reliable, and more importantly, secure transfer. So here is how it works. So the second feature we have today is calling from Mac. It's been in Mac for years. This is really cool option. You can easily call directly from Mac without touching your phone, which is only available in the new Galaxy phones, not the other phones. So that's pretty cool. If you like this, then you will probably like this too. You don't have to take your phone and switch on your hotspot. It's there in a single click without touching your phone. The next feature you'll probably ask for is continuity. So if you're browsing something in Safari and you want to watch it in Mac and vice versa, it's that easy. Check it out. And it also works with Instagram also. So the last feature to end this video is receiving messages. You can get OTP, text message, or any other message just like WhatsApp web. That is so convenient. So these are the things which I noticed. So if you know more, just DM me on Instagram.
So that's the end of the video, guys. Hope you guys liked it. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you love this video, give a comment, and also catch you guys in the next video.